Hi, so we're on to our second part about making our chicken stock. So this is, I meant to come back about 2.5 hours after putting my chicken in. So anyone that's seen the first one, I said I'd see you in a few hours. I ended up having to go out and we ended up being out for dinner. So it's been, I think it's about 10 o'clock now. It's probably been about 8 hours, but my chicken's okay. So as you can see, it's kind of boiled down really nicely. My chicken's still nice and moist. I've actually got a lot of liquid that's kind of come out of the chicken there, so it's actually quite nice. So we're gonna move on to the next stage. So you've got to get your chicken, kind of pull the chicken off the bones. I just use 2 forks. I find that easier, and I just pop it into a container, and then that goes straight into the fridge. So you don't want to leave it to cool down on your bench. Really important. I think a lot of us are used to letting food cool down before we put it into the fridge, but when we do that, it's better for the fridge to let it cool down, but it's actually not great for the food. So that's when all the bacteria and things can breed in your food. So you do want to put it straight into the fridge to cool down. So I'm really bad. I'm that person that can never get all the chicken off the chicken when we're eating it. And so I find the same kind of applies here. You don't really want the skin, you just want to pull all the chicken meat off. I like to make a bit of a soup, so I'll show you tomorrow what I do with this. I like a chicken noodle soup. I think the recipe's up on my website if you fancy having a look there. But yeah, so I'm terrible. I'm already thinking that's enough chicken, but there's so much more left on this. My chicken was only $4.50 as well. I got it at Tasman Meats. It was on special. So I nabbed it and thought, there we go. This will be my chicken stock. It's been a little while since I made it. Once you've made it, you can actually put it in. I put it into containers in the freezer. Don't put it in jars if you're going to put it in the freezer. I did that once and it was a rookie mistake. If you're trying to thaw it out really quickly, your jars tend to crack and then you've lost the whole batch, which is not great. So I've got heaps of meat left on here. I'm actually amazed. I started doing it and I thought I'd better leave a little bit for the video. Here we go. I've also broken the cardinal rule of Facebook videos. Meant to keep the same clothes for consistency, but as you can see, I'm in my pajamas. I thought I'd better get Mads to bed because we had a bit of a late getting home. Okay, here we go. So the kind of chicken bones have already started to kind of break down a little bit. I'm just going to put these in the dishwasher. Open the lid. I got an okay amount of chicken off. It's enough for me and Mads. Jason's on a golf trip. So then you want to boil your kettle, which I've already done, and we want to top it up. So we've still got our onion, our carrot, and our celery in here. We've got our chicken bones and a bit of chicken left. Then you want to get boiled water. Well, you want it nice and warm, or nice and hot, and you want to top up your slow cooker. So depending on how big your slow cooker is, will depend on how much water you put in. So mine takes a fair few litres, and you want that nice and full. Then you want to get some apple cider vinegar. This is what helps to get the minerals and vitamins out of the bones. So this is what helps get our calcium out. You want about 1/4 cup. So I'm a real guesstimator. There we go. That's good. You won't taste it. It boils off. And you want to leave it on low, put the lid back on and leave that on low, and that can sit on low now for 24 to 72 hours. So the longer you leave it, the more it's going to be really nice and thick and black. So tomorrow when I go to make my soup, I'll spoon some of that out, but I'll top it up with water and keep it going for at least another day. So we'll see you tomorrow. I'll show you what it looks like. Have a good evening. Not that anyone's going to watch this tonight, but yeah, drop a question below if you've got any. Otherwise, have a great evening. See you tomorrow.